Please allow me to describe our panelists. We have Amit Sarda, who is the Managing Director for Soulflower, Anand Kaddi, Enterprise Architect GSOT, Ankita Chaudhary, co-founder and COO Power Gummies, Sahil Nair, co-founder and MD Mila Butte, Seshav Mittal, Director, Lovely Sweets and Lovely Bake Studio, Varun Tangri, CEO QBuster. And let us have our moderator on the stage, Dr. Hitesh Bhatt, Director, Marketing and Communications, Retailer Association of India, Editorial Director for Storai Magazine. So, over to you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Still 5 minutes for good evening. So, hope you guys are having a good time. This is the penultimate session for the day, and we are going to discuss on retail reinvention, how brands are leading the charge with technology as the enabler. I would request our panelists to introduce themselves. We can start with Sahil and then take it ahead.
5 minutes to go, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sahil. I'm the co-founder for Mila Beauty. We are one of the fastest growing color cosmetic brands in the country right now. Just as a quick background on the brand is, we are a brand which is made in India. It's made for India. And I think we are priding ourselves in trying to capture the Indian ecosystem while keeping our roots very, very close to Indian manufacturing while retailing also in India. We are available in across all leading e-commerce platforms, QCOM, and in across about 12,000 retail counters across India. Thank you.
Namaskar, Amit Sarda, co-founder Soulflower. We are into business of making sure कि आपके बाल अच्छे रहे और आपकी त्वचा अच्छी रहे. That's what we do. We are a farm-to-face brand. When I say farm-to-face, we have our own farms. हम खुद हमारी सारे herbs, हर चीज़ को हम grow करते हैं. उसी को हम यूज़ करते हैं, प्रोडक्ट बना के आपके पास में भिजवाते हैं. Also, congratulating again Rai. I am also been a member for Rai for last 20 years, and it is so it's such a happy moment. I'm here in Delhi, and we are completing 20 years.
We are completing 20 years.
That's
Yes.
a great thing.
Thank you, Amit. Rai, this is the 20th year for Retailers Association of India. Thanks, Amit. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anand Kaddi, and I work for a company called as GSOT. Just to make it interesting, GSOT stands for the grand scheme of things. So as a company, we are what we call ourselves as order management specialists. We have been in this space for over 20 years now. And what is order management? So all of us have shopped online. So once we do the payment and see the order confirmation, we wait for the package to come in. Whatever happens between these two timelines is what order management does. So where does your product have to be shipped from? Should it come in one shipment or two shipments? Should it come on delivery? Should it come on Blue Dart? Those are the decisions which a software does, and we specialize in implementing that software. Happy to be here and share experiences.
Thanks, Anand.
Hello. Hi, good evening. I'm Seshav Mittal, Director, Lovely Sweets and founder, Lovely Bake Studio. We are a brand based out of Punjab. Currently, we are operating 15 retail stores across Punjab, catering about 7,000 customers on daily basis. And the revenue of the company is about 150 crores right now. The large vision for the company that we want to open about 100 stores by 2030 in the next 5-6 years.
Excellent.
Hello everyone, I'm Ankita Chaudhary and I'm building Power Gummies in the capacity of co-founder and chief operating officer. We are crafting multivitamin gummies. We have our own manufacturing unit. It is based in Manesar. And जैसा अमित सर ने कहा, हम भी ब्यूटी गमीज बनाते हैं. आपके बाल अच्छे हो, आपकी स्किन अच्छी हो, आपको स्ट्रेस हो, तो आपको जो भी प्रॉब्लम है, so we are making gummies. Thank you.
आप लड़ोगे तो नहीं ना?
नहीं,
पैनल पे
बिल्कुल।
लड़ोगे तो नहीं?
Amit sir.
Hi everyone, my name is Varun. I'm the founder and CEO of QBuster. So basically, अगर आपके पास दुकान है तो हमारे पास solution है. So you can use our solution to manage your billing, inventory, खाता, CRM, loyalty, all combined into one. It is for multiple industries. चाहे आपका retail store हो, restaurant हो, grocery हो, किराना हो, salon हो, कुछ भी business हो, चाहे amusement park हो. So we provide solutions to automate end-to-end processes. So POS software है to manage your business operations.
So for a change, I'll start the question with Anand. And the question here is, it's a simple question, Anand. In your experience over the last 20 years with GSOT Tech, what are the trends that you are seeing, and how the retail sector is adopting technology? If you can just give a snippet of or a summary of what you see as trends.
Okay. So retail has been, I think there are two phases in retail. There has been a retail trend pre-COVID, and there is a different trend post-COVID. And post-COVID, there is a lot more focus on online and the realization that it's not enough to just have a store. We need to be present wherever the customer wants us. Now, in terms of technology trends, we have seen a lot of new jargons come in. We have seen the big technology companies try to push new technology, what we call as cutting edge technology. So technology is like, when we go to an auto show, we see the Audis and BMWs introducing a new car which, let's say, runs on water, right? When we see that for the first time, we're excited. But for that to actually hit the streets and become a reality is going to be a 5-year, 7-year, 10-year journey. And as implementers, as technology specialists, we see ourselves as helping retailers understand what the technology is and how it is relevant to them. So we talk about AI, right? AI as a technology started way back in the 1960s, and it took the tech companies about 50 years to productize it and give it in a way that industries and retailers can consume it. And we have been working with AI for a long time now. So be it Watson, be it Alexa, be it whatever name the technology company gives it, end of the day, it has to be relevant. And we see the technology coming in is being influenced more by how the company sees itself. So a lot of online businesses that start, they see themselves as a technology company, and they want to own the technology because they see that as a differentiator. Whereas a big department store, the Reliances and the Chromas of the world, they see technology as an enabler, and they want to have a consistent system, consistent process across all their stores, all their brands. So the decision of how you want to use technology, do you want to be an experimenter and be on the cutting edge of things and give your customers that excitement that you are doing something new? Or do you want to expand technology more as an enabler, is something that the business decides. The other decision we have seen, which is key, is technology for a tactical purpose versus technology as a strategic initiative. AI is not a tactical technology, right? AI is something that the company has to understand how it can be used across multiple departments in the organization. It is not something you put in one place and say that, yes, we are using AI. Because there is a lot of investment that goes, there is a lot of teams that you need to build, there is a lot of attrition just in the technology sector. So you be a retailer or a technology company, you see people going and carrying away the knowledge that has been built. So technology is something which is consistently hitting all retailers, all the companies, and it is up to the company to decide how they want to embrace the technology and how they want to leverage it to the best use of their businesses where they see a return on the investments.
Good. Before I move to the brands, Varun, do you want to add on that?
So I have a very different take on how technology is shaping up. I think he's into auto management. He's talking about a lot of AI. We still make brands go from Baba Adam to Ava Adams. So it's more like that. We automate the processes of businesses. And typically एक example देता हूँ मैं आपको 10% से ऊपर automation नहीं है इंडिया में. Reason इंडिया या globally भी नहीं है. Reason उसका यही है कि you actually cannot put big systems in small stores. For example, imagine a Mama Earth का store, right? they will not even have space to put a computer or a big systems in place. So what do they do? And what do people in carts and kiosks and all these segments do? So 90% of India is not automated because there are challenges with big systems. Like they can't put Windows-based, like a food truck. They can't put a whole computer inside a food truck, right? So I think the trend which is changing, which you talked about, the trend is to go more mobile, to go more smaller in form factors and sizes. So I think that is a new trend, so that the rest 90% of India, which is not automated, can also become automated in times to come. So I think it is moving in that direction now. Computer hatao, tablet lagao, maybe.
Done. So this was important just to set this tech part of the context of the deliberation that we are going to have. Other is the retail reinvention part of it, and then how are we leading the charge? So with tech, without tech, and giving equal importance to tech and non-tech both. Having said that, we'll start with Sahil now. And Sahil, you just introduced Mila Beauty, but can you just tell us something more about, because you are a very, very, I would use the word fresh and a new brand. You can just talk about it with some facts, figures, just to start with. And then what was the raison d'etre that made you start Mila Beauty? Because you have been a serial entrepreneur yourself. Share that part also with the audience. It would be nice. But to enter this beauty segment is something which is again, reinvention. And I feel that after your 3 odd stints or whatever the number that you have done successfully till date, this is again a reinvention of what it is. But why again beauty segment and Mila Beauty, the reason behind it?
So I think in the last few stints of the brands, I mean, Bella Vita being one of them, I was a co-founder for them. It was interesting because there was a fragrance space, and that space was very new to the country, and I think it was booming. Prior to that, Kama Ayurveda was something which was luxury Ayurveda, again a very different space. The Moms company, which eventually got acquired by Good Glam Group, was in the space of mom and baby. So I think I did realize that there are these 3 spaces. One is your skincare, one is mom and baby, and then fragrances. All 3 are very, very niche. But I think amongst all these 3 spaces, I think one very large space, which is color cosmetics, which is makeup. I think that was something which was kind of left untapped. I have dabbled in that category as well with a brand called Swiss Beauty. So I think where I saw the gap, and specifically in India, is we still rely a lot on third-party manufacturing. While we are relying on third-party manufacturing, I think today's consumer is becoming very, very educated. Today's consumer is very aware. They were not probably reading the back of pack as much as they are reading now. So I think there are a lot of questions. There are a lot of queries as to why is my lipstick, if I'm buying from an X brand for $899, and why is Lakme at a $399, and what's the difference? And it's a little tough, right? And I think given where the Indian ecosystem is moving, it happened with the toy industry as well. And I firmly believe that with the way the Gen Z is today, and the way we also all are as generations, I think we are priding ourselves in being vertically integrated. We are priding ourselves in investing in a brand which is for India, right? I mean, there's a reason why the sales of a Paragon is, still skyrocketing. There is a reason why Tata is moving its manufacturing to India for Range Rover. There's a reason Apple is manufacturing here. There is the Atmanirbhar Bharat, and that is not just a noise, it's for real. And I can see that, I can sense that, and I felt that for color cosmetics, why not have a brand that is truly made in India? It's not a brand that is being traded or brought in from China, Italy, XYZ. Because at the end of the day, we understand the Indian weather, right? I mean, ma'am's wearing a beautiful nude lipstick, but I mean, for someone like her, she has lovely complexion, but half of the India is brown. And, they're just going to go and wear a nude lipstick for the brown shade may not work for them. And it honestly perturbs me when I see a global brand, I don't want to take the name as a leader, coming in my country and telling me made for Indian skin tones. I mean, I feel I'm in India and I should be able to make for Indian skin tones. And with not trying to, just go and sell at the most expensive price point. So if my product is made in India, or naturally the customs are not there. Naturally, I'm not paying for those kind of freight. So naturally, my lipstick can cost you $249 and doesn't have to cost you the $399 that the other brands are charging. So I think that's where I felt that, why can't we build a brand truly made in India, made for India, and at prices which Hindustan understands for India too. And there is a large India too, which still is very, very price sensitive, and still I think values product at the right price. I'm not saying at a low price, but at the right price. So that's what gave birth to Mila Beauty, and today the 12,000 retail counters are, I think, a true testament that the Indians are buying, the consumers are buying, and these are 12,000 counters which are purchasing, not where the product is just gone and placed. I'm talking active counters, month on month, buying products, from Mila Beauty.
In such a short span, you have hit 12,000 counters. That's a commendable achievement, Sahil.
Thank you.
What would be the time frame?
We would be touching 6 months in the next 2 weeks.
Wow. And so not even 6 months old and 12,000 plus counters. So give a big hand to Sahil. Amit, the journey of Soulflower, and now that you introduced as a hair brand, so obviously I will talk to you once this session gets over for my personal this. But that apart, you are a farm to face brand, and I have seen Soulflowers in various departmental stores across the country also. How have you reinvented this brand? Because it's a very, I can say, an old brand, but also a very established brand in the market. And I want particularly from you, second part would be how you have used technology, because you are equally omnipresent that way, So the omni-channel part of that also comes into Soulflower. If you can share some light on how this farm to face brand has come up till date.
Thanks, Hitesh, for all the kind words. So, हमारा जन्म brick and mortar में हुआ था in retail. We are born in retail. We are not a D2C online company. We did not start our journey on an Amazon. Definitely we are on Amazon. We are the first brand to onboard on Amazon. But today it's like 25 years journey. So when we were in retail, what are the concerns in retail? So first concern always in retail is working capital. Second is आप कितना expand करोगे. Now I'm listening to Sahil. 12,000 stores is a huge number, huge. But when we started, we had handful of stores, be it Shoppers Stop, Lifestyle, Pantaloons, those kind of formats. Now, how do you really utilize your capacity? We are manufacturers. How do you utilize your capacity to reach out to people? The only way was, doing some e-commerce. We started our e-commerce journey in 2007. We started our first website of our own with Blue Dart and other things. But India was not yet ready then. What happened in India was 2010 when Jabong came in, when Flipkart came in. So I think tech is something which is adoption, and what he spoke about is enablement. And I think for Soulflower, the core is consumer. The core is Hitesh, you, core is anybody who uses Soulflower is very important to me now. Channels are very secondary to us. हम दुकान से बेचे, online बेचे, quick commerce बेचे. As a vision of our company, we want to be 10 minutes away from our customer. अब आप ब्लिंकिट से खरीदिए, स्विगी से लीजिए, या आप जेप्टो से लीजिए, या आप जाके अपोलो फार्मेसी से ले लीजिए. That is my whole idea. So that has been the core. Now 25 years of experience, 25 years of thought process, lot of reinvention, because you are what you are. आपको लगता है आपको सब आता है कुछ सालों के बाद में, then you again fail sometime, then COVID happened, and then we realized that we have to rechange, we have to change, and we have to bring something new. Now in this whole process, one thing I understood as a founder of the company, one of the co-founder, that आपके जो भी thoughts हैं, ये founder mentality जिसको हम बोलते हैं, ये बहुत important होता है. Generally people miss out. Let's say how Hitesh thinks and how Kumar thinks are very vital to Rai, right? वैसे ही मेरे और Natasha के, my co-founder, the thoughts are very important. So what we have done is, I'll not speak much about technology because we have too many experts, but one thing I'll tell you, what I have been working on as person, in AI, let's say ChatGPT, if you are using 4.0, you can build your own brain. Do you know that? Simple hai sir. Just sharing. I have built my own brain in artificial intelligence. Every day, whatever decisions I take, I actually put in that artificial intelligence bot. You can also do it, Hitesh. You put the problem and you say, you ask them, but you say, this is my answer, this is what I'm going to do. Keep on feeding it, keep on feeding it. So myself and my co-founder, we have two brains which are parallelly running every day, where we feed in all our problems and all the answers what we decided on. Now why I'm doing this, I'll explain it to you. 25 साल की जर्नी है, शायद और 10 साल में कर लूँ, पर ब्रांड को 100 साल के ऊपर मुझे इसको रखना है. That is my vision. I live, I don't live. But if my brain live, anybody in the company, my next co-founder, my CEO, my anybody who wants to just talk to Amit Sarda, then 20 साल के बाद में अगर मैं नहीं रहूँगा तो उसके लिए वो बहुत आसान होगा. And it is very easy, it is very cheap. 2000 रुपया महीने का आप दे दो, आपके पास में ChatGPT 4.0 है. So this is what I'm saying, this is what I believe as a retailer, as a brand owner. You can use technology to the minimal possible way, but आप अपनी खुद की चीज़ को बनाइए, because you have to leave a legacy. And if you want to really leave a legacy, how Rai is living it for last 20 years, and you want to drive your business as a young brand, I think that is where the opportunity lies. Thank you.
Well done. Sahil, you want to add on that? What the feedback?
Yeah, no, I think it was. Maybe I don't want to. I definitely want access to this this number. This is a very good idea, because honestly, I mean, like you said, everybody wants after a point of time. You know, a lot of our own teams also want to kind of talk to us. We are busy, you know, firefighting almost every day of our lives. I mean, that's what we do as founders. So I mean, someone who comes in 5 years later, I think it's brilliant to kind of say
Absolutely.
that. You know, like you had this question, how do you do 12,000 stores? I mean, is there a hack? And maybe that hack is fed in, because it's not something I want to keep to myself. I'm happy to share with you. I'm happy to share with my retail head. I mean, for that matter. So I think it's very, very interesting, very, very interesting.
The best part, there are many things from morning that we have heard, but if you want to take one part on 20th November 2024 that you have invested on yourself, is this what Amit Sarda has said just now. And even if you take this and implement it in the coming days, weeks, months and years, I think your day is well utilized, and you are going to reap the fruits of that. Thanks, Amit, for sharing this. This is one of the best takeaways. Now let's go to Shashav. Kuch meetha ho jaye, Shashav.
Most welcome.
So you also have, you know, you serve 7,000 customers, and you are approximately you want to touch 100 stores by 2030. So how are you going to reinvent your retail operations, Shashav? If you can share your vision with us, because that's where the answer comes. 100 stores 2030, in 6 years' time.
So I actively joined the business in 2009.
Okay.
Prior to that, I did my MBA from Babson College, US, Boston. And it's been 15 years now, I'm in business. So when I joined, we were at 2 stores. And gradually we've added stores. You know, every 2 years we add 1 or 2 stores. And in the last 1 year, we've added 5 stores. So the total number of retail stores of Lovely Sweets and Lovely Bake Studio is 15 now, right? So in the last, I would say 3-4 years, we have really worked hard on how to do the processes right, right? There are multiple processes, right, from ordering a raw material to receiving to payment, or there are a lot of processes within when we get an order from a customer to delivery to payment to customer feedback. So all these processes get documented, right? So we worked on that system, number 1. Number 2, for billing, inventory management, finance, we use Microsoft Navision as a end-to-end retail ERP for us. So, you know, in the last 3-4 years, we've really cracked on how to basically get all the data on the system, right? And in the last 2 years, we have put together a model of franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated model, right? So whatever we've learned in the last, few years, now we have put all those processes on a manual SOP, and we are trying to teach the new franchisee owners who are also our partners how to run a store.
Okay.
Lovely Sweets as a brand enjoys a lot of legacy because I'm part of third generation. It was started in 1961 by my grandfather, and I joined the business. So in terms of customer loyalty, brand recognition, we have that pull. So I feel we can use that bandwidth to add more stores, right? Create new entrepreneurs and reach to 100 store maybe earlier than 2030.
Excellent. So a couple of things that Shashav spoke about: processes, data on systems, franchisee operated models. They are some of the things that Shashav has learned and now implementing it. It's like a 60-ton truck. You try to push the truck, it will not move. But even if it moves an inch, then the acceleration automatically happens because the velocity is created and then you take it ahead. So that's what Shashav said. That over the years we have learned. You used the word lot of hard work. And I was just thinking, यार third generation hard work तो हो गया है, but नहीं हुआ है. To make it and take it to 100, you need to do that hard work.
I think we're just getting started.
Absolutely, well said. Thanks, Shashav. With that, we go to Power Gummies, Ankita. Multivitamins. How many of you, first question, how many of you have tasted Power Gummies, or let's say gummies? Okay, दो हाथ, हाँ, okay, ठीक है. So ठीक है, the answer is there in front of you, Ankita. So you only give, you all take ahead from here.
So, if you're talking about the technology, so of course, technology play a very important role. And as a D2C brand or an online brand, data-driven insights from social media platform and ad network like Facebook and Google Analytics tools is very important. Because जब तक हम अपने कस्टमर को नहीं जानेंगे कि कस्टमर का बिहेवियर क्या है, ट्रेंड क्या है, बाइंग हैबिट क्या है, तो प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो जहाँ पे मल्टीपल ब्रांड्स हैं, हर एक कैटेगरी में 1000+ ब्रांड्स हैं, उनसे हम कैसे compete करेंगे. सो आई थिंक टेक्नोलॉजी को हमको वहाँ पे ज़्यादा यूज़ करना चाहिए टू इवैल्यूएट कि हमारा CLV क्या है, हमारी कैक कितनी लगती है, हमारे कस्टमर का AOV क्या है, एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू कितना है, या वो कितनी उसकी बाइंग कैपेसिटी है. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दीज पैरामीटर्स वी नीड टू डिज़ाइन आर कैंपेन. और यू कैन ऑल्सो से कि हमारे आने वाले NPD प्रोडक्ट्स जो हैं, न्यू प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट, कि हम और क्या क्या लॉन्च कर सकते हैं अपनी रेंज को एक्सपैंड करने के लिए. ये सारे फैक्टर्स बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं एज पर आर जो हम लोग ने एक्सपीरियंस किया है.
Ankita, how have you reinvented your product category? And you can just throw some light on the kind of products that you have to start with. Sorry for that.
Yeah. So we have started our journey in one single SKU, जो कि हमारा था Gorgeous Hair and Nail. And once we have just get at this business, जब हमने गमी कैटेगरी लॉन्च की, तो उसमें ये भी समझ में आया कि people also want for skin, अपनी स्किन के लिए भी वो कुछ चाहते हैं. Then some people want जो weight management. So we have just means crafted gummies on those parameters जो हमने उन parameters को देखा, and उसमें कुछ चीज़ें समझ में आई कि yes, sugar constraint जो है वो एक लोगों का I think टुडे सिनेरियो में बहुत ज़्यादा कंसर्न पॉइंट हो गया है. गमीज़ क्योंकि टेस्टी फॉर्म में आती है तो दे थिंक कि उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा शुगर है. सो दैट्स वाई वी हैव जस्ट मीन्स डेवलप एंड इवॉल्व आवर प्रोडक्ट. ज़ीरो एडेड शुगर हम लोगों ने किया, एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द इंसाइट्स वी हैव रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम जो हमारे कस्टमर केयर पे कॉल्स आते थे या जो हम ईमेल्स भेजते थे, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ वहाँ से हमको ये डेटा मिला. ऑफ कोर्स साहिल ने जैसा कि कहा कि एक सही प्राइस पॉइंट इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ़ यू आर जस्ट मीन्स कैटर, किसी भी बिजनेस में आप उतरते हैं, किसी भी कैटेगरी में उतरते हैं, सो उसमें 10 से 15 रुपए का भी अगर डिफरेंस है तो वो आपके प्रोडक्ट को ऊपर या नीचे ले जा सकता है. सो यू हैव टू थिंक स्मार्टली, वाइजली, एंड उसके बेसिस पे कंज्यूमर को आप कम पैसों में कितना ज़्यादा दे रहे हैं, आई थिंक वो आजकल मार्केट में चल रहा है. एंड ड्यू टू सम कंस्ट्रेंट कि हमारे बजट बहुत ही ज़्यादा आजकल इतने ज़्यादा नहीं होते हैं कि इन्वेस्टर्स भी पूछते हैं, या हमारे हम लोग फाउंडिंग टीम मेंबर हम लोग भी ये कहते हैं कि भाई EBITDA कब पॉजिटिव आएगा, या CM1 CM2 कब हमारा पॉजिटिव में आएगा. सो वी नीड टू ऑल्सो टेकिंग केयर ऑफ दिस. वो हमारा एक विजन अलाइन करना चाहिए. अमित सर ने कहा कि प्रोडक्ट अच्छा होना चाहिए. ऑल्सो अमित सर ने ये भी बोला कि आपका क्या विजन है, उस विजन को आप कहाँ तक के ले जा सकते हो. तो जब आप पॉजिटिव में होंगे तभी आई थिंक आप आप एक्सपेंड कर पाओगे. सो यू रियली नीड टू वर्क ऑन सम डेटा पॉइंट्स, some KPIs, or if you have just means created some kind of the MIS, जब आप MIS बनाते हो तो which are the major factor. Of course ये product और brand vary करता है, different हो सकता है, एक brand के लिए कुछ और फैक्टर हो सकते हैं, एक ब्रांड के लिए कुछ और फैक्टर हो सकते हैं, बट येस यू नीड टू एनालाइज एंड उसके बेसिस पे यू विल मीन्स मेक द स्ट्रैटेजी.
Okay, thank you. Anand, this question is for
मेरे
you.
एक सवाल है सर, मेरे एक सवाल.
हाँ, पूछो पूछो.
आप शार्क टैंक पे आओगे या आप आगे निकल गए उससे?
सो शार्क टैंक इट्स टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट फॉर द पब्लिसिटी, तो वो पब्लिसिटी का एक है एंड इट इज़ नॉट अबाउट कि शार्क टैंक पे आना है. वी वुड लव टू, अगर शार्क टैंक अगर बुलाएगा तो ऑफ कोर्स हम लोग जाएंगे. ऑफ कोर्स जो मुझे पब्लिसिटी वहाँ से मिलेगी वो मैं रीप नहीं कर सकती हूँ किसी भी अपने XYZ कैंपेन से. तो ऑफ कोर्स इट्स अ स्मार्ट मूव कि अगर शार्क टैंक पे इफ दे ऑफर,
आई थिंक उसके लिए अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा ना, आप वो लोग बुलाएंगे?
नहीं सो वी हैव, हम लोग तो अप्लाई करते ही रहते हैं, बट देयर इज सम क्राइटेरिया, द काइंड ऑफ फंडिंग कि आपको इतनी फंडिंग मिल गई, अब आपको क्यों आना है. एंड पीपल नो अबाउट, आप 2018 से हो, यू हैव रीच्ड सीरीज B फंडिंग, तो अभी आपको क्यों आना है. तो द काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दे हैव, एंड ऑफ कोर्स जो हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर हैं उनसे ऑलरेडी शार्क एसोसिएटेड है, तो ये भी एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा पॉइंट मैटर करता है. लेट्स
Good. But taking Amit, taking Varun's question on marketing and your take on marketing, because अभी सब digital बात की है, तो I think you have a different view also on marketing and spending, because brands are spending left, right, and center. Please share your views on that, Amit, before we come to the next question with Gopal.
So Mumbai में जब हम रहते हैं, like and when landing in Delhi today, I saw a lot of traffic jam on the road. मुंबई वालों को ट्रैफिक जैम की आदत है. ट्रैफिक जैम का मतलब है कि आप लगे हो लाइन के अंदर, आप जहाँ पे आपको पहुँचना है शायद 1 घंटा लगे, जो शायद 3 किलोमीटर का डिस्टेंस हो. इट इज़ अ सेम सिनेरियो विच इज़ हैपनिंग इन डिजिटल. हम जो आवर एक्सपीरियंस इज, डिजिटल हैज़ बिकम वेरी क्राउडेड नाउ. नथिंग रॉन्ग. मेटा हैज़ बिकम अ न्यू पावर हाउस. मेटा इज़ फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम. होता क्या इस चीज़ के अंदर, जब ये इतने पावरफुल हो जाते, दे डिक्टेट द वे यू वांट टू बिहेव. मतलब मैं डिक्टेट कर सकता हूँ कि आप क्या पानी पीजिए, क्या खाना खाइए, सब कुछ मैं आपके लिए कर सकता हूँ. बट इस पूरे चक्रव्यूह में वन थिंग वी अंडरस्टूड वॉज दैट देर आर स्टिल पीपल लाइक यू एंड मी एंड हितेश, जो एक्चुअल रास्तों पे से चल रहे हैं, रास्तों पे से गाड़ी में भी जा रहे हैं, दे आर टेकिंग लोकल ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑल्सो. हाउ डू यू रियली एंगेज विद दिस पीपल? अब ये लोग शायद मोबाइल पे होंगे, कोई ईयरफोन पे होगा. इन लोगों का ट्रैक करने के लिए वी डिड अ स्मॉल एक्सपेरिमेंट. वी आर अ वेरी डिजिटल सैवी ब्रांड, बट हमने एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट किया. 2 चीज़ की हमने हमारे को-फाउंडर को ही हमारा फेस बनाया. नाउ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ये क्या होता है हमारे जैसे ब्रांड के लिए, पीपल लुक फॉरवर्ड टू, लेट्स से इफ ही इज़ अ फेस ऑफ हिज ओन ब्रांड, द चांसेस पीपल विल रिलेट विद दैट ब्रांड. हमने हमारे मुंबई के जो सारे बेस्ट के बसेस होते, सो बेस्ट इज़ अ लोकल गवर्नमेंट कंपनी जो वहाँ के बसेस चलाते. दिल्ली आई नो यू हैव लॉट ऑफ कंपनीज, मुंबई में हमारे पास में बेस्ट है. और बेस्ट की बसेस की एक खासियत है कि यू कैन डू अ फुल रैपर ऑन द बस. वी डिड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, हम हर मंथ के अंदर इसमें एक इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी करते हैं ये बसेस में. अब हुआ ये है कि मुझे जो भी इंसान मिलता है जो शायद मुझे नहीं भी जानता हो, in Mumbai or anywhere, if they have come to Mumbai, they will sure they have to see my buses. And there are hundreds of buses like this. Now what we understood is, this has given us a big mileage. बहुत बड़ा हमको एक mileage हुआ है. So digital definitely is very important. But अगर आपका brand बढ़ रहा है, जैसे इन्होंने 12,000 दुकानें कर दी है, तो आपको physical interaction is very very important. That is what I feel as a brand. मार्केटिंग में आपको अपनापन लाना ज़रूरी है. This is what my thought is, and this has worked for Soulflower.
Excellent. Any other thoughts on this?
I will completely agree on this. I mean, honestly, I mean, for us also, for the 12,000 counters, अगर अब वहाँ पे मतलब एक क्रिएटर लाइव जा सकता है बंगाल में, कलकत्ता में, पंजाब में, बट जब उस दुकान के बाहर मेरा GSB बोर्ड होता है और वो पोस्टर होता है ना, तो आई थिंक आई फील अ लॉट मोर कंफर्टेबल. एंड ऑनेस्टली वो पोस्टर मिस करना बहुत मुश्किल है. एंड आज भी अगर आप दुकानों में जाओगे, एंड अगर आप एक जनरल ट्रेड स्टोर पे जाओगे और आपको जब लिपस्टिक्स देखनी होती है, अगर मेरा नेल टावर नहीं खड़ा होता उधर, तो मतलब वो बात नहीं बनती. सो दैट नेल टावर इज़ इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड आज भी इन एटलीस्ट इन इंडिया टू ऑल्सो इन द शॉप्स, आप दिल्ली में लाजपत नगर चले जाओ, कहीं भी चले जाओ, आई मीन यू गो टू सचदेव कॉस्मेटिक्स, कमला नगर, जौहरी गार्डन, वो काउंटर मैट के ऊपर ही आपको प्रोडक्ट दिखाते हैं. एंड माई ब्रांडिंग इज़ ऑन द काउंटर मैट. So if that person has also missed the 100 influencers, वो counter mat से तो उसको product उठाना ही है. तो अब वो मिला ब्यूटी के counter mat से लैक्मे उठाएगी तो फिर अब I don't know.
सो अमित सर एंड साहिल से अग्रीड हूँ मैं, बट जैसे मैंने बोला ये प्रोडक्ट टू प्रोडक्ट वेरी करता है, बिकॉज लिपस्टिक की डिमांड ऑलरेडी है या जो भी आप ऑयल की डिमांड ऑलरेडी है, बट इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट माई ब्रांड द गमी कैटेगरी, उसकी डिमांड जनरेट करनी पड़ती है. तो इफ़ यू आर गोइंग विद द ऑफलाइन, सो ऑफलाइन में जितना मेरी मैन पावर, जितना मेरी एनर्जी, जितना मेरा पैसा लगता है एज़ कम्पेयर टू ऑनलाइन, वो शायद से, तो इट इज़ ऑल्सो डिपेंड ऑन द बिजनेस टू बिजनेस. जिसकी डिमांड है वो तो ऑफकोर्स उसमें आप 10 कैटेगरी ले आओगे, 10 ब्रांड ले आओगे तो इट विल गो वेल. बट इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सम इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट और उसकी अवेयरनेस ही नहीं है या उसकी नॉलेज ही नहीं है, देन आई थिंक ऑनलाइन इट्स अ मस्ट. सो यू हैव टू स्पेंड 3 to 4 or 5 years. जब आप 100 CR का ARR कर लो, देन यू आर एबल टू गो विद द सम ऑफलाइन. बिकॉज ऑफलाइन में एक और होता है कि अगर आपका प्रोडक्ट नहीं बिक रहा है या इसको एडुकेट नहीं किया जा रहा है तो वो डंप हो जाता है, एंड देयर इज सम कैश फ्लो, वो भी आपको मैनेज करना पड़ता है, जो कि ऑनलाइन के केस में नहीं है. देयर इज सम टेंटेटिव 7 to 15 days का पीरियड. सो आई थिंक जिसकी डिमांड है मार्केट में, ऑफकोर्स उसके लिए ऑफलाइन बहुत अच्छा काम करेगा. बट येस, जिसकी डिमांड नहीं है, सो as per my experience, we need to create first demand and then we'll go forward.
Good.
Just one point to add to what Amit said. He touched upon a very important thing. ये meta जो है, which controls what you see. Technology for a retailer, you should understand what the technology is going to do for you. One question we hear with almost every retailer is, ये AI जो है, artificial intelligence, ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, बड़े बड़े वर्ड्स यूज़ करते हैं, बट अनलेस द टेक्नोलॉजी कंपनी कैन टेल यू व्हाट अ 6-year-old कैन अंडरस्टैंड, एज दे से, अगर वो लोग तुम्हें आपको बता नहीं सकते कि ये कैसा हो रहा है, देन इट्स नॉट टू बी ट्रस्टेड. दैट्स one of the basic rules for technology.
So, no, I want to take this part and ask you a question, Anand, on this. How do we demystify technology for retailers? And when I say it's not that retailers are not aware about it, I am asking this from an expert point, you as an expert, to answer this, that so many retailers hesitate to adopt new technologies because somewhere or the other, and just now people spoke that, Shesho spoke about Microsoft and stuff like that. But they are really not confident about the complexity and the cost that these technologies bring to the table and what they are going to do. So how do we demystify that? This is, as a consultant, if you can address this challenge, whether it's a 1 store, 10 store or a 100 store owner.
So we need to look at technology from two perspectives. Okay, again, I'll take an analogy. All of us have different shapes, right? How I want my pant to fit, how I want my shirt to fit. Should it be a slim fit? Should it be a loose fit? Is all a personal preference. Adopting technology is similar. Every retailer has a personal preference, how he wants the technology to work for him. But when you look at a big technology company, they can't be doing technology personalization at that level. They are like a Raymond or a Bombay Dye. वो लोग सिर्फ कपड़े बनाते हैं. वो कपड़े को कैसे सिलवाना है, वो हमारा काम है. So we sit in the middle and we try to tell our customers, the retailers we work with, what of that technology is relevant and why it should be used and how it should be used. So वो जो demystify करना है technology का, that is a big part played by smaller companies and consultants like us. The other part is also technology is, हम सब लोग पढ़ते हैं कि artificial intelligence आ रहा है, it is going to replace all the call centers. It's all, worst case scenarios. ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है, at least not in our generation probably.
Okay.
So, and anytime a technology comes in, because I consider myself an order management expert, जब कोई भी company एक order management system बनाती है, तो every retailer will use anywhere between 20 to 60% of that product. बाकी सब उसके लिए applicable नहीं है. So trying to understand what a retailer does, how they want to use the product and what is relevant for their business और कहाँ पे उसको benefit आता है उसका. That is the decision we try to help make for the retailers and help them to implement the technology.
So,
Thank. Yeah, please.
I have a couple of points. I think there are two important points which are important. First is that जो large vision क्या है retailer का, right? कोई भी technology supplier है, he wants to sell his technology, but I think he should work with the retailer and try to define a larger vision for his company, right? A lot of people in my industry, within the sweets, bakery category, they are sitting on the cash till. The owner of the company is sitting on the cash till कि मेरे को थोड़ा सा 2 नंबर का काम करना है, ठीक है, मुझे पक्की की सेल नहीं दिखानी क्योंकि पक्की की परचेज नहीं मैं करता, राइट? सो एज लॉन्ग एज मैं वो क्लैरिटी एज अ टेक्नोलॉजी पार्टनर उसको दूँ कि यार तू अपने कैश टिल से उठ और try to think that you want to add 1 more store or 2 more stores that you can only do with the use of technology.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I think instead of selling technology, sell him his vision that how can he expand with a multiple store.
Thanks. Good point. Varun, you would like to add on this and
Absolutely.
how companies like you can help the retailers, you know?
Absolutely. So I think इंडिया ना एक अलग ही जानवर है, मतलब यहाँ सेल्स नहीं है बेसिकली, यहाँ सेल्स रिलेशनशिप है.
Okay.
वी ऑल्सो सेल इन 9 countries आउटसाइड इंडिया. वहाँ पर प्रोडक्ट पर सब कुछ बिकता है. वो प्रोडक्ट देखेंगे, डेमो लेंगे, अच्छा लगेगा, सब्सक्राइब कर लेंगे. इंडिया में इज ऑल अबाउट रिलेशनशिप, राइट? सो अगर आपको अपना प्रोडक्ट बेचना है, आपको 4 रेफरेंसेस चाहिए कम से कम जो उनको इन्फ्लुएंस करे कि सर मित्तल साहब बढ़िया सॉफ्टवेयर है, ले लो. क्योंकि प्रोडक्ट की डेप्थ पे बात नहीं हो रही है, वो ये हो रहा है कि हाँ इन 4 लोगों ने वेरीफाई कर दिया कि हाँ ये ठीक चलता है, सो आई विल टेक दैट सॉफ्टवेयर, राइट? सो आई थिंक यहाँ पर किसी भी टेक्नोलॉजी कंपनी को अगर जीतना है, सो आपको ये सब करना बहुत पड़ेगा, दैट यू गो विद रेफरेंसेस, यू गो विद people who know him already and then try to convince him कि देखो सर ये 4 लोग यूज कर रहे हैं and it works. After that, once the ice is broken, is when you actually get into the more modular part of it. हम आपका business कैसे improve कर सकते हैं, आगे कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं, that's secondary. So I think जो भी technology company, those who are working here, one tip is always go with references and you will find more closures happening because of that.
We have got last 10 minutes and I want to have a quick, what would be your major challenges now from a retail perspective? And even Anand and Varun also tell us your challenges which you feel that retailers are having so that, we can do the matching. So we start with Amit, if you have, and I know you will have, or maybe you may not have. So if you don't have challenges, why you don't have challenges वो दे दो. तो क्या है, ये सब करने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, सीधा एक फॉर्मूला मिल जाए हम लोगों को.
See, I think as a brand, as a company, as myself, I love tech a lot. And whenever I come with any new idea in my company, they all say you're going to waste money. And it actually happens. What he said is a very right thing. जब आप कोई tech को enable करते हो, you really need good consultant who can understand your business. वही आपको tech लगा सकता है. Otherwise, it's a struggle. I think as a company, the most important aspect is knowing the customer. Knowing the customer is like मेरा प्रोडक्ट कौन खरीद रहा है, बिकॉज वी आर सेलिंग थ्रू लेट्स से मल्टीपल प्लेटफॉर्म्स, वी आर सेलिंग थ्रू डिजिटल चैनल्स. आई थिंक दैट इज वेयर द रियल टेक्नोलॉजी इज गोइंग टू कम, वेयर कैन आई नो यू बेटर, कैन आई नो हु इज माई कस्टमर. Like he's selling at 12,000 points. Sometimes it's very tough. It's very easy to say. We also sell in thousands of stores. But it's very tough to say who's buying. Till the time I get some pictures of my customer, I call for a lot of card pictures from our people. But imagine 12,000 stores and 12,000 people to have there as a counter salesperson, very tough. I think he'll become like a large manpower company rather than a beauty company. So I think this is where the challenge lies for companies like us. We have to balance between technology and humans. हम किस तरह से उसको यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं. सो दैट्स वन. Second challenge is for a company like me who work on farm to face, we want to give everything fresh. Fresh का मतलब है I'll cultivate a rose, उसकी साबुन बना के मैं आपको पेश करूँगा. Might be through Blinkit or anywhere. Now blockchain is available, but still as a company we see some struggle. मुझे अगर आपको actual source देना है कि when this flower was cultivated, when did it become a soap, और वो soap बन के आपके पास में कब पहुँचा, वो पूरी जर्नी अगर आपको कल मैप करना हो तो still has some challenges. So I think these are the challenges I am facing, and definitely I think as a company compliance is going to be very large. With so many laws, regulations, we sell in 9+ countries and the toughest countries in the world like Saudi Arabia and all. I think these are total every time there is a new requirement whenever we are making a shipment. So I think these are few challenges as a company we face, Hitesh.
Sure. Sahil, what are your
I think,
challenges?
like sir said, I think for us, what was, I think to some extent, I think, which is why probably we've been able to sell in these counters, is just the visibility on data. I think that's a big challenge. With an Amazon, like in case of Power Gummies and many others, it's, there is a dashboard and they are a lot more advanced. But, if I need to know what happened in 24 Paragnas wala dukaan yesterday, it's very difficult, right?
Yeah.
If the visibility nahi hai, then I don't know what do I go back and tell my product team, and I don't know, and the shades which sell in Bombay is very different to the shades that are going to sell in Chennai and, for that matter, Bangalore. Because Bangalore, we assume Bangalore, must be brown skin, but actually Bangalore has most of the people who have moved from up north have moved to Bangalore. So technically, wahan pe bhi fair shades move karte. So all of this is just a paucity of data. They are apps, there's technology. MAssist is one of them which I'm using, which gives me a lot of that information. But I think more than that, the struggle is making my retailers get used to technology, because they are refused to use any application. वो दुकान पे कोई एप्लीकेशन लगाएंगे, हम उनको बोलेंगे कि हमें आपका डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर स्टॉक चाहिए, और they get very harrowed just thinking that there is going to be my software in their computer. They feel I'm going to take their house or their dukaan. It is, I said it is to know your own stock so you don't over-order from me.
Absolutely.
But I think getting India used to using technology, because there is an India out of all of us. So I think for me, challenge is getting my retailers as a retailer to get used to technology and adopting that technology is, I think, a challenge which I'm at.
Shasha, what about you?
So, since we are aggressively expanding stores, one of the challenges that we face is the availability of stock at each outlet. Sometimes something sells at one outlet and the store manager forgets to reorder, right? And it's very frequent, it happens, that leads to loss of sale. So we're still trying to figure it out, but that is one challenge that we face. The second challenge is how to retain the manpower,
Okay.
the skilled manpower, how to retain them. First of all, hiring is very difficult.
Yes.
They leave
Yes.
without any notice, so retaining them is another big challenge.
That's a universal challenge, I
Yeah.
can assure you that. But
True.
it's a part and parcel. Okay, we'll come to that. We are not discussing the HR part here, but it's the biggest challenge. In fact, we were doing a tech summit in Ritecon, and people started talking about the manpower. Similarly, what Shasha had just spoken about. Manpower, whether skilled or unskilled, across the value chain is a big challenge for every stakeholder. So that's where it is. So, very good, very good. This
for the first
this is called
problem,
Mauke
the
Pe
QSR is
Chauka.
there.
Good. This is called Mauke Pe Chauka. Good. We'll go to Ankita now. Ankita, you are digital only, right?
Yeah, so right now we are on the
So Sahil has those problems, 24 Paragnas and Chennai and Bangalore, which you don't have currently.
So we have associated with Apollo, we have associated with 1MG. So yes, we are present on their offline stores as well. But वही challenge आता है कि उनको monitor करने का, उनको educate करने का, अपना एक personal BA देना पड़ता है. So abhi we have just been associated with the Broadway. So Broadway it's a new kind of offline experimental store है जो कि अभी उन्होंने launch किया है. So let's see. But हाँ, yes. उसमें अपने स्किल सेट को, मतलब कि एक पर्सन को जिसको बता के एडुकेट करके ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ पावर गमीज वो भी एडुकेट कर सके कस्टमर को, वो बहुत आई थिंक चैलेंजिंग होता है. बिकॉज यू कांट मीन्स मॉनिटर डे टू डे. आप कैसे मॉनिटर करोगे? कभी उसका मन है, कभी नहीं है. तो आई थिंक वो चीज़ कहीं ना कहीं एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है. बट येस, इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ऑनलाइन, तो ऑनलाइन में एक बार आपने कैंपेन सेट कर दिया, उसमें सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन डाल दी है, तो वो आई थिंक वैसी ही जाएगी जैसे आपने स्ट्रैटेजाइज करके दी है. बट ऑनलाइन के केस में एक और मेरी प्रॉब्लम है, हाउ टू रिटेन योर कंज्यूमर. एक रिटेंशन जो है वो आज की डेट में बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक मेजर इशू है कि हम रिटेंशन पे कैसे फोकस करें और हम अपने कंज्यूमर को कैसे रिटेन करें. बिकॉज ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी, अभी तो क्विक कॉमर्स आ गया है, ब्लिंकिट आ गया है, जेप्टो आ गया है, तो जहाँ पे 12 आवर्स से हम 8 आवर्स पे आए, वहाँ पे हम 10 to 15 मिनट्स पे आ गए हैं. तो तो एज अ मल्टीविटामिन जो कि एक प्रोसेस है, उसमें आपको 60 डेज खाना पड़ता है, देन यू सी रिजल्ट, बट बिकॉज ऑफ इतना इम्पेशन हो जाता है कंज्यूमर के उसको 10 और ब्रांड्स मिल जाते हैं, देन दे स्विच टू दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग. तो जितना मैंने फोकस किया था रिटेंशन पे, अपनी कैक पे, जितनी मैंने मेहनत की थी उस कंज्यूमर को स्टिक करने के लिए, वो दूसरे ब्रांड पे रिवर्ट हो जाता है. तो आई थिंक रिटेंशन इज़ ऑल्सो अ वेरी चैलेंजिंग नाउ डेज ड्यू टू दीज जो कंफर्ट दिया है. हम लोग खुद इम्पेशन हो जाते हैं कि पहले अच्छा ठीक है, मुझे फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई भी ग्रॉसरी चीज़ मंगानी है तो पहले आई जस्ट मीन्स यूज टू ड्रॉ लिस्ट और मेक अ लिस्ट, बट अभी क्या है, कुछ भी खत्म होता है तो ठीक है यार ब्लिंकिट तो है ही, तो व्हाई डू आई जस्ट मीन स्पेयर. सो इम्पेशेंट आज का कंज्यूमर हो गया ड्यू टू दिस टेक्नोलॉजी, एंड ड्यू टू दिस द टेक्नोलॉजी ऑफ कोर्स वो एक अच्छी चीज़ भी है, बट लॉट ऑफ ब्रांड्स वेयर कम इन टू दिस थिंग, वो वहाँ पे आ गए हैं. एंड एफिकेसी, ऑथेंटिसिटी की अगर हम बात करें, इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रोडक्ट, सो अभी कंज्यूमर को जो उस टाइम पे समझ में आता है वो उस पर स्विच हो जाता है.
Good. Anand and Varun, so your views on the challenges that you have experienced, no? Retailers' challenges, and what can be the best possible solutions? Yeah.
So just to summarize from what we heard in the morning, I think India is one of those markets where the number of channels are increasing at an incredible pace. We hit 10 marketplaces years ago. Outside India, we still see 2-3 marketplaces in play. ONDC, I buy next on Paytm, I buy on Magic Pin, I buy on WhatsApp, I buy on Instagram. How do you identify that it's the same customer across all these channels? And the other part, which we will hit very soon, is going to be on data privacy and data usage. Again, this is something which is probably going to be driven by the customer, their experience with how their data is handled in other countries where there are much more stringent rules. So I think we will see a lot of challenge coming in those areas for retailers to work on.
Sure, sure. Varun.
So I think he definitely covered the challenges from the retailer side. I'll cover the challenges from the software provider side. Is
Please.
that, sir, pricing is obviously a big challenge. So unfortunately, हवाई जहाज चाहिए ऑल्टो के रेट पे, तो that is the biggest problem that we face. Software is still considered commodity. Nobody wants to pay much money about it. So सबसे बड़ा challenge वो है. Secondly, I think we need more bold entrepreneurs, somebody like Sahil, who will take a chance on something which is new age. That's also the biggest challenge. अभी हम बहुत legacy पे ही रहते हैं और जो पुराना है वही अच्छा है वाली mindset है. So I think entrepreneurs and business owners needs to be little more bolder. Thanks to Sahil for choosing us for his operation. So I think ये दो challenge है, price and थोड़ा ज़्यादा bold होने की ज़रूरत है entrepreneurs को.
Good. So any questions before, because time's up? Yeah, we'll take one question, please.
Hello. Hi, my name is Deepak. I'm from QBuster. This question is basically for two people. One is Sahil, which is on the other end, because his business
Can
is
you-
majorly...
Yeah, speak louder,
Yeah.
please.
So this question is for two people, Sahil and Ankita. Sahil's business is majorly driven through distribution, if I can say point of sale or point of presence, and yours is mainly online. And we still have examples like DS Group launched Pulse, which is a candy, and they were not having any online campaign and all. And within 3 months, they reached a revenue of, I think, in excess of 1,000 crores. That's what I read in the newspaper. So for your business, Ankita, like how much have you evaluated distribution as a channel? And do you think for a new category, because you are sailing in a blue ocean, do you think distribution is going to crack the code for you? Because there are enough and more examples which have helped companies scale up their businesses, like in 6 months, 12,000 point of presence. It's like phenomenal. So Sahil, if you could just help us understand that why didn't you choose online as a go-to primary channel as compared to distribution model where you depended on point of presence?
So I mean, I'm sure Ankita will, but I'll want to answer also on behalf of Ankita, because I think Power Gummies, and I'm a user, and I can tell you it's a category creator. I mean, I know people who kind of, when they say gummies, even if it's I mean, sorry, they're not my competition, so I'll take WhatsApp Wellness as an example. They're a great brand. I also use WhatsApp Wellness, but it was like, Are, have you tried the Power Gummies or WhatsApp Wellness?
I was like, 1 second, you got it wrong. They're two different brands. So I think for a category creator like Power Gummies to come in offline, price is, like she said, it's a big barrier because abhi bhi Hindustan mein jo ye 12,000 counters hain mere, they are not the counters which are probably in Gurgaon, right? They are counters which are still in Delhi. They are the tier 2 markets of the tier 1 cities. And obviously for me, again, India to tier 2 is a very large catchment. The reason for me to first go offline versus online, having said that, for the last 3 weeks, I'm the trending lipstick, by the way, on Zepto. Having said that, I think my offline distribution and presence is almost like free branding. Because if there are 12,000 counters, every counter gets 4 posters. So there are 50,000 posters which are going to be there. There are some over 5,000 GSB boards which you can't miss. So that person is now in their impatience will reorder from a Zepto, which is what I noticed and which is what I think I gathered in my experience, that the offline consumer is now the hesitance to try is shorter because दुकानदार पे खरीदा लगाया ट्राई किया दुकानदार ने बोला उसने आपका प्रोडक्ट पुश किया है instead of Facebook. So here I don't know who is Facebook. There I know my दुकानदार and अगर सचदेव भैया ने बोला ये लिपस्टिक बढ़िया है, that ma'am, auntie, दीदी, you know, sister is going to buy because she is used to comfortable with that दुकानदार saying ये product बढ़िया है मैम, सब आजकल यही ले रहे हैं. It's a human intervention. Once she's tried the product, the barrier is gone. Now she repeats with me on a Nykaa, she repeats with me on a Zepto, and so on and so forth. And then there is a other cohort of customer जो Zepto पे देख लिया, Nykaa पे देख लिया, फिर दुकान जाता है, बोर्ड देखता है, बोलता है अरे ये तो देखा था, and then again converts. So the product dumping नहीं होती because उसने यही product ऑनलाइन भी देखा है, यही प्रोडक्ट वो इन्फ्लुएंसर भी बोल रही है, अरे मेरा नियर बाय शॉप, मेरा नियर बाय आर्केडिया, मेरा नियर बाय गलेरिया, मेरा नियर बाय लाजपत नगर भी वही चीज़ मेरे को बेच रहा है. सो दैट्स हाउ द कंज्यूमर साइकिल गेट्स कंप्लीट. एंड फॉर इंडिया वी स्टिल आर अ वेरी वेरी लार्ज offline driven business. Even a Mamaearth, after they hit a plateau, they needed offline to, you know, move to an IPO. So I think we are still that.
Final word from Ankita before we close.
So sir, you gave the example of Pearls. So अभी अगर आप उस टॉपिक की बात करो और ऑफलाइन पेनिट्रेशन की बात करते हैं, इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द रेवेन्यू, सो उसका 90% रेवेन्यू फॉर द पनवाड़ी शॉप, जो पान की दुकान होती थी, पान की शॉप होती है, जो स्मोक करते हैं, उसके बाद वो ले लेते हैं. सो 90% दे हैव डन फ्रॉम देयर. सो वहाँ से होता है. इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट आर प्रोडक्ट, तो येस वी आर मल्टीविटामिन. हमारा एक एवरेज टिकट साइज है, दैट इज़ 900 to 1200 की रेंज में है. एंड इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द पल्स, सो उसका 1 से 2 रुपये में है. सो स्मोक किया, स्मोक के बाद लोगों ने खा लिया, तो हम लोग भी R&D टीम भी इट्स वर्किंग ऑन दैट, और हम भी वही कॉक्स जो है वो लाने का ट्राई कर रहे हैं. इट विल मेक कमी समथिंग लाइक दैट पर्टिकुलर जो पर्ल्स ने दिया, कि उसका टेस्ट एकदम से आया और वो डिफरेंट था एज कंपेयर टू यूजली जो भी कैंडीज होती थी. सो डेफिनेटली विल डू ऑन दैट वे. बट येस, फर्स्ट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड योर कैटेगरी एंड द प्रोडक्ट, एंड उसकी टीजी क्या है, उसकी डिमांड क्या है, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली you'll plan this thing. Because अगर अभी मैंने डंप कर दिया और अभी मैंने अगर कहा कि ऑफलाइन पेनिट्रेशन में I just means need to push 500 pieces or the 600 pieces, so उनको 500-600 की एडुकेशन देना भी कंज्यूमर को, और द टिकट साइज 900 और 1200 का प्राइस आज भी इंडिया में बहुत मैटर करता है. लोग ऐसे ही नहीं ले लेते हैं. हाँ, अगर उनको वाइन बोलोगे तो वो 3000-4000 का वाइन ले सकते हैं, बट येस इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट समथिंग ऐसा सीरियस तो वो नहीं लेंगे. पहली बात तो मल्टीविटामिन लेनी है, किस फॉर्म में लेनी है. अच्छा, सो देयर इज अ मल्टीपल थॉट्स, बट येस जो आपने बोला, सो R&D टीम इज ऑलरेडी वर्किंग ऑन दैट, एंड वी होप कि हम ये सॉर्ट कर लें जल्दी.
Thank you, Ankita. With this, we come to the end of this wonderful session. I thank all my panelists, for sharing all their insights today at RISE 2024. Thank you, audience, for being a very patient audience. Sorry, I could not take more questions because time's already up, and she's also standing here. Thank you very much.